Hello, Greg of Gregory James Photography. I'm going to pronounce this right. It's in Thanatos, Florida, which is just outside Tampa. This is See More Better with freeprescriptionlenses.com. But call me Mo Better, because I might be seeing Mo Better, looking Mo Better, and show everyone else how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses when I get emotional in 2 videos in a row. And I promised I wouldn't cry in this video, but I'm already going to break my promise because actually that's just allergies. It's pollen season here in North Carolina. But yeah, I just did my 1000th video and I got a little emotional in that one, but for different reasons, not because it's my 1000th. Anyone who knows me would tell you that my 1001 video, I'm way more emotional in that one. So I'll be cutting lenses for the RayBan 2132 new Wayfarers, color 622, the matte black rubber, and the 52 eye size. And I'm going to take everything out of the original packaging as RayBan sends it to me. Your Italian leather RayBan case. Your snap that can only be used once. Oh, sorry, yeah, and it won't close anymore after that. No, so, I'm just teasing. There, okay. So, this is the frame. It comes with a little plastic sleeve on the left temple to protect the temple from rubbing together during shipping. And I'm going to put that on there when I ship to you. And of course, these are made in Italy. And this is the RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer, color 622, the matte black rubber, the 52 eye size, 18 bridge, 145 temple length. Of course, these are sunglasses. And it comes with the G15 sticker that's on there. You're going to receive all the original merchandise, the packaging, including these heavy glass lenses. And I'm going to install lightweight, unbreakable Zeiss Light V, their nicest top-of-the-line progressive lens, the V. It gives the Verilux X a run for their money. Hang on. I got my website designer calling me. Hello, thanks for calling WFPL. You're on the air live. What song can I play for you?
Jigsaw.
All right, jigsaw it is. Let me finish this video, and then we'll get you on the air. Hey, believe it or not, this weirdo is getting a RayBan 2132 color 622 in the matte black rubber. Only weirdos wear that frame, don't they?
Well, no comment.
Yeah, okay, I'll call you back when I'm done. All right, thanks, Jigsaw. Bye. Stupid me, I cut off the camera when I meant to just cut off the phone. But the reason I was picking on him is he wears the same exact frame, and any little jab I can get on him, I will. But again, as I was saying, these are the Zeiss Light V digital freeform progressive lenses. You have the Photo Fusion Extra Gray because you're down in Florida, and these will get darker in hotter weather. And you've got the DuraVision Platinum. So let me go ahead and begin. I'm going to put your frame into the tracing element of my blocker. We're going to program this shape into the computer, Secret Agent 2589. And I'm going to hit the, oops, you know what? I'd almost started cutting this when I stopped. So I've traced it. Let's move on to the next screen. I have not yet entered the pupillary distance. He is 64.5. Now, here's the rub. I cannot do 1/4 millimeter increments. What I'm going to do is tap the minus button one time. It's going to go down to 32. We're going to raise the optical center up to 23. And that blue cross is the geometric center of your frame. Your eye is just above that in inset. This is a single vision lens that has that just simple orange crosshair. We're going to change this to progressive layout. Ugh. Why did I eat those hot peppers for lunch? Okay, so, all right. So I've already got the dots on there. I need, oh, I've got them here. I've got 2 blocks here. So I need 2 double-sided adhesive stickers. I'm going to pull these off. The black side is the sticky side. We're going to line this up onto the first block, place that on the platform, do the same thing now for the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. That silver button on the back is a magnet. It's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. And I'm going to get everything laid out as such. Now, again, his PD is 64.5. I've got it at 32, so if I do my job correctly, it's going to come to 64 if I put it in the center of that orange crosshair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it ever so slightly this way, which is going to widen the PD. I still want to line up those 2 dots at the bottom. And I'm going to hit that button. The arm's going to come down, place the block onto the right lens. We're going to do the same thing now for the lens that ain't right. By the way, I always mark everything. This is the right Zeiss Progressive Light V. The 1.59 is the refractive index for polycarbonate. Photofusion Extra Gray. The DP stands for, I'll let you guys at home ad lib. No, DuraVision Platinum. And of course, right eye plus 150 minus 1 1/4 at 120 with a 2 add. And let's do the same thing now for the left. Take the left out of that packet. I'm going to line it up, and I'm going to stretch the pupillary distance 1/4 millimeter by eyeball. I can eyeball these things, you know. I can ear them too, but that costs extra. I eyeball for free. So we're getting everything lined up in there perfectly. Hit that button. Oh, look at me. I didn't put that on there. Alright, so let's pull the shape back up. One we're cutting on. There's the right eye. There's that information. Hit the button. Now we're going to pull that off. Line up the magnet here. Grab the lens. Line it up. Eyeball the way it should have been the first time. Did I mention I was a professional? I did not mention that. Okay, I won't be professional in this video. Speaking of professionals, Greg of Gregory James Photography, there outside Tampa, Florida, in Thonotosasa, ooh, that's a hard one to say, Florida. I'm designing my own eyewear. This frame is going to come, this exact frame, take the RayBan off. It's going to have a cross here and a cross here. It is going to be for Christian eyewear. This is the first frame, size, weight, everything about it. The hinge going to be very similar. Instead of RayBan 2132, it's going to say John 3:16 on there. I'm going to have it in a shiny black, a wooden cross called dogwood, because allegedly Jesus was crucified on a dogwood tree. And it's also going to come in a purple. So now, half the metal crosses will be in silver, the other half will be in gold. So essentially you can get, you know, black with a silver cross or black with a gold cross, and then back here another cross will be lasered on the same color, the silver or the gold. So that's coming. He is a great photographer. I mean, trust me, this guy has worked for, I think he said don't mention this, but Rolex and some other great companies. So when you see product images and on billboards and magazines, he's the one behind it. So I'm going to send him my frames. I'm going to take the measurements so I can order the lenses. Then I'm going to package these up, mail them to him, the first of the 3 colors. He's going to do the shots, mail me the frames back. I can go ahead and cut the lenses to go in them, and then I'll be wearing them. So, and then you guys can be wearing them. By the way, the day of this shooting is Monday, April 6th, 67 degrees in my hometown of here in North Kakalaki, the Bull City. And those of you watching in June, why am I putting that up there? Those of you watching in June, you can go ahead and start to place your orders. And yeah, we'll see where to go. Anyone who pre-orders, we need to get that website built. Jigsaw, who just called. We'll get that website built. Anyone who pre-orders their frames, size 52 frames, just like this one, I will throw in free anti-glare. So, let's start with doing that. Alright, so let's wake up the computer. Hey, by the way, you like my new cleaning cloth? So look at this. Check this out. It carries all the brands that I offer. Oakley, Versace, RayBan, Polo, BMW, and more. So, I like that. Wait, hang on. It's so silky, I have to put a little background back there to try and stop it from sliding off. So, put that there where you can see my moniker. Now, was I working? I can't remember. If I wasn't, let me just start. I'm going to wake up the computer. Your job ID number 2589. 2589, or as I like to call it, installment 2589 of my 330 million volume series of making a pair of glasses for everyone in America. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic, or Trivex, I would select that. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens because it's not going to be seen. I'm not going to put a safety bevel. Nope, I ain't going to do it on the front convex surface of the lens. but I will put one on the rear concave surface of the lens because I can. Alright, so let's press the sticker on there firmly. The magnet's going to do its job a second time today. It's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the chuck. Or by now, you know I like to call it the Charles, because I just don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. Does that joke make you want to up Chuck? So, the door closes, the clamp shuts, the lens is going to be traced by 2 wide styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. And you can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the right lens. And then the old carpenter saying measure twice, cut once. It's measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing. Of which I will go out on a limb. I will keep going out on that limb to the furthest branch and tell you you will have no edge thickness. You heard it here first. So, the water in the background is there to catch the optical sawdust. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic, high-index plastic, and Trivex cut wet, meaning that water sprays onto the lens for the duration of the cutting cycle. Now, water will spray onto these lenses, but only for the last 20 seconds to wash away any optical debris that you see beginning to form on the edge of the lenses. But your lenses are made out of polycarbonate, which is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They are virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics grade lens material, the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel and from flying debris. We know what the sun, it has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into it. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin there in Thanatasasa, Florida, just outside Tampa, where your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin, so you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that need to be reapplied every couple hours when you're in direct exposure to the sun. This is permanent and never needs to be reapplied. Speaking of protection, you have 50 to 70% blue light protection built into the photochromic extra gray qualities of these lenses. You also have the highest quality DuraVision Platinum anti-glare coating possible. So you get everything in this lens. The blue light protection, the photochromic extra gray, the DuraVision Platinum. By the way, Zeiss gives you the most complete anti-glare protection. Because of that, they have partnered with the Cancer Society of America. These go all the way up to 400 nanometers of protection from UV light. Most other ones stop at 380. So you get sunglass quality protection from a clear lens. How about that? Dry everything off of there. Run my thumbnail around to make everything as clear. Now here's, by the way, this is the frame, not Greg's frame, not this color, but this is the frame that got me started selling online. There's not an easier frame to cut lenses for. These lenses pop in every time. You don't let me watch. Wait, why is that not going in? No, okay, so can you believe that my very first website, this is the only frame I had on there because I was skeptical. I was placed myself in the buyer's shoes, which is a weird place to be because they're wearing them, walking around with them. They're like, who's this other guy in my shoes? But how would you know what to buy if you haven't tried it on? So I picked the most. This frame's been made since 1992, and people have a chance to try it on. Since then, I've added almost everything from RayBan's collection onto the website. We're going to have to redo that again when Jigsaw rebuilds the website for me. But we're going to tuck it in at the outside corner, press down at the nose, it snaps right in. Look how easy that is. Now the size 52 does that. The size 55 has a deeper bevel, and I have to take it down a minimum of 0.5 millimeter all the way to 1 millimeter to get some prescriptions to fit. So I'm going to flip that over to L, place the magnet into the Chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby, or today I'm calling it the Greg. Hit the green start button, the door closes, the clamp shuts, the lens again is going to be traced by the 2 white styluses, making sure the left lens is large enough to fit into the left side of the frame. And you can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the left side. Measuring the thickness to know where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you got none. You got no edge thickness there. Didn't I tell you about that, Greg? So Greg did want the Zeiss lenses. Now again, by the way, here's a good thing. In full disclosure, I do not have the Zeiss products on my website yet. So just call me, email me, let me know what you want. I will email you a PayPal invoice for all those options until they are added to the website. And full disclosure, I like using the term full disclosure in sentences, but you can be like Greg and send me, just tell me what you want, tell me what you really, really want. And I will sing you a PayPal invoice. And you can use any credit card to pay. So this is what's known as final inspection. This is what's known as changing the subject. So I'm going to inspect the power of his lenses. I am getting plus 150, exactly halfway between 1 and 2. That's where you would find 1.5 on a good day. Now, his power, he's a hyperope, so he's in the black numerical values. Myopes are in the red numerical values on the power drum. So, the prescriptions start at 0 and go up in quarter increments from there, point a quarter, 0.50, 0.75, 1. He's on the 6th rung of a ladder. With his glasses off, everything is much too small. So his lenses magnify. That's why there's a plus sign. Now, he could use plus 150 reading glasses. My wife's texting me. Let's see what it is now. Ooh, 2 text. Okay. Her cat has an allergy to this pine pollen. She's trying to figure out what medicine she can give her cat. That's worth interrupting a video about. But again, so he could wear plus 150 reading glasses for distance. The only problem is it will magnify the images to the correct size, but it doesn't correct for his astigmatism. Now he has another 5 steps of astigmatism correction. Starting at plus 150, we're going to subtract 1 1/4 from that. And if all goes well, we'll end up with minus 1/4. Oh, excuse me, I mathed wrong. If you had $1.50 and he loaded someone $1.25, he would still have a quarter left. That's where we're at. 1/4 in the black with the pluses. We're not past the 0 into the minuses. So, and we measured at 120. 120, that's the fine tune knob that corresponds. So he has a plus 150 this way, a minus 1 1/4 this way, and it's how we line those up. We turn that to 120 for the right eye. These are real, the first 2 numbers are real values to be concerned with. This last number could be anywhere from 0 to 180. A straight line is 0 to 90 to 180. So for the right eye, we're turning that fine tune knob to 120. For the left eye, still the same amount, 6 steps of correction for farsightedness. Full diopter of astigmatism correction, but we're going to turn that fine tune knob to 85. Now it's 120 for the right eye, 85 for the left, which gives him 35 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon's prescription. So let's come down here. Yeah, I've started adding that joke to my repertoire. So run my thumbnail around, get the optical sawdust off, grab your lens. Again, I don't know why these things just don't fit. Ooh, it goes that way. I like that. Okay, so I have the side I'm working on closest to me. Tuck it in at the outside corner. Press down at the nose. It snaps right in. My block went AWOL. Look, I got my exercise today. You're not getting away. You're adding to my sense of accomplishment pile. This can go back in there. It's stuck to the wall. Ooh, it's getting heavy. Let's see, that's peeling off. Let's see if we can connect those 2 pieces there. Boy, that is getting heavy. That is a good solid ball right there. Most people would look at their bank account to have a sense of accomplishment. I like this. I like the visual reminder every day that many people keep coming back. Suckers. No. No, I'm grateful for every single one of you suckers. I mean clients. I should not joke at this time of economic uncertainty. Did I mention I was professional? That would be a good time to bring that up. Okay, so how do we get to plus 150? Again, exactly halfway between 1 and 2. Oh, because it was written down here. Okay, so now we're at 150. We're going to subtract 1 from 150 and we're going to get 7. There we're at plus 50, exactly halfway between 0 and 1, which is only 6.5 steps away from 7. Alright, I'm getting silly again. No more crying in my videos. So, PD of 64.5. Can I have a drum roll, please? I'm going to turn the card around, place the PD... Look, we went from a yellow card to a gray card. Place the PD stick against my thumb. On the right lens, when we hold it up to the left lens, we're getting 64.5. Look at that. The kit is good. Optical center height of 23. Sorry. I'm getting silly again. Place the PD stick against my thumb, and not the bottom of the lens, but the middle of the frame itself at the deepest portion. We're getting 23. 23. Man, that kid is good. He must have stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. So this is the portion in every video that as I clean your lenses, I mentioned that I'm hungry. No, I mentioned that there's free shipping anywhere in the U.S. And Thona to Sasa, Florida is still in the U.S., at least until the next hurricane comes. But there's free shipping. But when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other. And because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. But I'm going to get them in standard alignment first, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set it on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. When I say wobble, I'm part of that 80%. When I take off my RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer, size 52, same size, my color is 6053, which is the blue crystal, because I'm a sucker for all things blue. And of course, I'm almost always wearing a blue shirt with a print, and that little crystal goes well with the wisdom highlights I have coming in over my ears. It's taken me years to attain this sense of senility, and now that I have, I'm proud of it. So I'm going to flip these over, press down. Oh, I didn't even do that. So when I take mine off and I press them down on the counter, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. Now can I put mine on? I can't hear when I'm not wearing my glasses. What? Did you guys say something? Okay, so I press down. There is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do, that neither temple is askew. Check the tension. You know what? If that feels a little loose, let me go ahead and tighten that up, if you don't mind. I'm going to come down here to my rubber block. I don't like to force any pressure on the frame against a hard wooden substance, whatever I was trying to say. That's better. Substrate. I have no idea what that is. Is there a superior straight? If there's a substrate, there's got to be a superior straight. Okay, so I got my fingerprints on there. So this is a good time to mention, I would love to have a picture of you. In fact, how about a well done? Being a professional photographer, I bet his wife takes even better pictures. My wife tells me she does everything better than me, so if Greg's wife is the same way, she can probably take 2 pictures of him, one with them clear indoors and one with them outside showing the Photochromic extra gray. And I'm gonna also send out cleaning instructions, not only for your frame and lenses, so they'll last you for years, but for the premium microfiber cloth, cleaning cloth that I provide, your RayBan cleaning cloth that I forgot to show you earlier, and your Zeiss cleaning cloth, so it'll last you for years, as well as your case. No other seller does that on the internet, I am told. So I'm going to go ahead and expose these to a strong burst of ultraviolet light. You can see what they look like indoors clear. Now again, these are the Photochromic extra gray. You can still see how clear that is indoors. Years ago, the extra active lenses retained so much color. They don't do that anymore. They're so clear indoors that you can read the model number through that. So, as you can see, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for photochromic transition lenses to darken. A little bit longer when you come back inside, 45 seconds to a minute 15. Now this is important, everyone pay attention. All photochromic transition lenses will turn dark on day 1 and continue to darken every day for the first couple of weeks are exposed to the sun. After that, they will work for years at maximum performance. The only time they won't work is if you're behind the windshield of a car. Your windshield absorbs the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays that would cause your dashboard to crack from sitting in the sun all day, and that's why they don't turn dark in a car. Now, having said that, these photochromic extra gray lenses will get 30 to 50% dark behind a windshield. Now, all photochromic transition lenses are also temperature sensitive, meaning they will get darker when it's 85 and below than they will when it's 95 and above. But I remind everyone, when it's 100 degrees outside, you're miserable, they're miserable. Nobody works 100% when it's 100 degrees outside. We all work much better when it cools off. So, that's it. Do me a favor, like this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. You can click the bell icon so you can get future notifications of different classifications of lenses and frames as they become available. If you have, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as Free Prescription Lenses, on Twitter as Free RX Lenses. If you have any questions about what I can or can't do, or how many cups of coffee I drink in a day, you can just go to the Contact Me page of the website and I will answer your questions. You can also leave questions or comments in the comment section below and I will quickly delete them. No, I'm just kidding. I will answer those too. So, as I keep talking, these will get lighter and lighter, so let me stall. Did I mention I was going to mail my frames that I'm designing, my Christian eyewear? Oh, here we go. Let's talk about my wife. So my wife, who swears she's not creative, she says, well, if you can put a cross on the side of a temple, can you put a pink ribbon? Because 7 of her 8 aunts have gotten breast cancer. So I said, why not? So we're going to do the same thing, same frame. Instead of a cross, it's going to have a pink ribbon here and a pink ribbon there. And the model number for that one would be called, the brand is Cancer Ribbon Eyewear. And of course, those will be available in June or early July as well. But the model number will be Pray for the Cure. And if I was really smart, I would have put a cross on one side and a pink ribbon on the other before calling it Pray for the Cure. But no one ever accused me of being smart. So, but that's it. As they continue to lightening, Greg, just outside Tampa. I want to say it one more time. I just want to. And Thanatasasa, Florida, thank you so much for the purchase of the RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer, color 622, the matte black rubber, which, by the way, there's hard plastic on the inside. They have a soft rubber on the outside that just grips so well. This, when you get hot and sweaty, which people do down in Florida, this material grips so well, whether, you know, because you still need to get them adjusted, but I've worn every color, and these, when I look over a bridge, I can feel mine slide just a little bit. They used to make mine in a blue rubber, and actually I hear they're coming back out with it, but I wore it in the blue rubber and it just gripped so well that I just don't feel the same thing as the shiny material on the inside of mine. But again, thank you for the purchase of the frame with the Zeiss Light V digital freeform progressive lenses with the Photo Fusion Extra Gray and the DuraVision Platinum. And now hopefully everyone else has got a chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.